You saw I made now a construction on the wall for the puzzle later. No? I will screw the puzzle every 56 centimeters. No? So I need only 4 rows. Below I will put the screws in the frame and above also. No? And in the center I will screw every 56 centimeters, and these puzzle pieces I will not fix, I will not glue, okay? So now, now I have to put the first, you saw that the floor has to be clean also, absolutely clean. If there is one little stone, one little thing, hard thing, you have this like a print later in the puzzle, because I put the puzzle now upside down on the floor, and for this no one half piece in the floor, okay? Now I have to make something because the wall is very wavy. Very wavy, but it's too wavy, okay? And I need now a straight line on the floor to put the puzzle exactly 5 centimeters from the wall. Normally from the wall, but like the wall is wavy, I cannot. Huh? So I do now. I make now something on the floor, and this has to be absolutely straight. You will see later why I do this, or what I do this. I will fix this with double-sided self-adhesive tape. Don't use nails. I have little squares in the floor, and these little squares are very straight, and with these squares help me. I will measure 5 centimeters from the last square towards the wall, and then 5 centimeters. I will put later the cardboard. I will put later on this wood. I put on the floor, and then I put it on the puzzle. Okay, and this floor, it has to be very straight, because later the puzzle is also equal wavy like the wall. So possible. These tapes are important, very important, because you should not remove the slats later. No? When you are working, you give pressure to the slats, and it should not be removed. The floor is also wavy. Now I have to concentrate because I can see the image now. Huh? Here I wrote the upper part, the upper half, the fifth from right, yesterday, when I dismantled the puzzle. From right to left, it was the fifth, the last part. Now the last part had to be the first part. The fifth from right is now the first from right. Okay, that's. The problem is the place, the space. So there is less space to work. Now I use the squares on the floor and I put it exactly along the line of the floor. And later, when I glue it on the cupboard, I put the cupboard directly on this slab. And I have exactly the frame of 5 centimeters later. Okay? I would really like to know what happens here. There are many pieces, darker and clearer. Look, the clearer pieces and darker pieces. It seems like these pieces would not be on the correct place here also. But absolutely correctly. There's nothing wrong. Up to now, everything went well, and yeah, here I have to cut it later for the corner. Okay. One of the most dangerous works I have now behind me, because the problem is that I cannot move me here. The puzzle issue is just too big to move me to work well, and yeah. The puzzle, I cannot lift up the puzzle. This is the problem. No? When I disassemble a part, one part, perhaps of 1,000 pieces, I cannot remove it. I have to make this part, this area, newly. Okay, once again. Now I have the next step is that I have to take away some pieces. I have to count the pieces. It's a cool job also. I have to count the pieces, and so that the screws later are exactly in the wood and not beside the wood. So here I will screw in the frame, here I will screw in this part, and I have to measure and later to give away these pieces. Then I can glue the puzzle, and later I have holes to screw the puzzle on the wall. And after this I will put the pieces I give now away, I will put them over the screws. Here are the marks. For example, here it starts from right to left. From right
the first cardboard goes until here, this line, and from this line to the next line. This line is the self-adhesive tape will end also with this line, and the next one starts with this line for the next one. So the half of the pieces is glued still on this tape, and the other half of the next piece is glued from this line on. So the half of this piece is not glued, and the half of this piece line later is glued. Okay? But it's not ningún problem. It's no problem. Okay? It's important that the half of the piece is glued. And here are the several lines of wood I installed this morning. And here are the same lines in the height of the wood on the wall. These have to be exactly the same height. So I go now here, for example, because later I will install from left to right. Right now is left tomorrow, no? Because right is from this side. But when I turn it upside down, the right side is the left side. Okay. So now I have here, for example, the mark of the wood, and I go 5 centimeters to the right, and here I will fix the cardboard later with a screw. And to fix this, I have to quit to give them away, these 2 pieces in the height of this line. And so I made numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here in this height I will not screw the puzzle. In the height of the puzzle I will screw. I have given away now 72 puzzle pieces, and from each part, 12 pieces, 6 parts, are 72 puzzle pieces. And this means that I will fix it with 36 screws on the wall, no? In the puzzle. In the frame above and below, other 36. In total, also 72 screws for the whole puzzle. No? And this is the tape, like people use it to put floors. The space between the pieces I mentioned. And this is the reason why I don't use liquid glue and prefer the dry way to glue it with the tapes, because between this in this space could enter glue, And later you have the glue on the other side of the puzzle, and the glue is fixing the puzzle on the floor in worst case. And when you give the puzzle away later, you will have a damaged picture of the puzzle, no? Probably. Or you can have also signs of the liquid glue on the other side. So I prefer the dry way with the tapes. Okay. And the other thing I want to say also is that it's very important, like I did it, to put all 6 parts together, because due to the same reason, with the space between the pieces, you can have a problem later when you don't put them together, that the 6 pieces are not in the right angle. So at the end, here it's closed, and there probably you have 1 millimeter space. It's open, and you cannot close it later, no? Or the other way is that you have one part over the other part, and you cannot change nothing at the end because it's fixed. It's glued just on the cardboard. No? So I give them all together as one puzzle, one entire puzzle. And so when I put now here the cardboard and here the cardboard, and later I open here, and so how it is here now, it have to be the same later on the wall without any problem. All tapes are on the puzzle. The puzzle is now safe. I can walk on it. There's no longer risk that I could disassemble the puzzle. I have one. I have one just. The only bad thing that can happen still is that tomorrow, when I put the cardboard on it, first I have to quit the paper, to give the paper away. And here is the tape. Okay, and tomorrow I give all the paper away and put the cardboard on it, and The only one risk I have still is that I put the cardboard now sloping a little bit, so instead of straight. That can happen. This is the last risk. These were 7 rolls of 25 meters. Every roll 25 meters of self-adhesive tape, double-sided. This is the rest of 7 rolls, some few meters. Okay, that's it. It's enough for today. It's 11 o'clock at night. I have to paint still this part here because this will be visible. I will paint this brown, dark brown. The next step was this morning to look along the whole length of the puzzle, that I have exactly 5 centimeters from the puzzle, from the border to the wood I put here yesterday, okay? 5 centimeters, the long length, at the whole length. So the cardboard I put now has 167 centimeters, the puzzle has 157 centimeters. 10 centimeters more, 5 for here and 5 for the other side. And here it should have, normally it should have 86.7 and I made it 91.7. So I have here also on this side 5 centimeters more for the frame later. Okay. Now I put the cardboard exactly how I need it later. Make a mark here on the wood, and so I let it later down, okay? And now I have to give away the paper from the self-adhesive tapes, and then I put the cardboard on it.
floor should really clean, more than really clean. If there would be a little stone, you have it later in the image of the puzzle. This step is also done. Now comes the first highlight, to look at the puzzle the first time. The upper half and the lower half is together. Voila! It's the first part from the right side, no? In this part later I put self-adhesive tape with design of mahogany. Okay? The cardboards here should never be together. This part I have always space between the cardboards, because when the cardboards are together, you have the problem later that you can't get the puzzle pieces one piece into the other when the cardboards are together. So they never should be together. And the space you will see here later, this space I will cover with the tape. Okay, the first two parts are on the wall now. Now I'm putting the third part on the wall. It's in the corner. I put here some pieces, small parts, extra, because the corner is not absolutely perfect. And so it would be open in this part in the center. Now I put also a short piece of wood here, and behind the puzzle also something, so that it's really good closed now. Okay. The puzzle is on the wall, it's ready. The next step is now to put this tape. It's also self-adhesive, but also only on one side, of course. And it's in mahogany design, 67 centimeters. I will cut it in 6 stripes. And then I can put it here and here around the puzzle. It looks like a frame later, huh? Like here also on the light. With the same frame, the same trick. It's a mahogany, the same adhesive foil. Yeah, it's the next step. Okay, the frame is now also finished. It looks just really great, but I thought that it would be nice to have some lights on the puzzle also. First I thought about lights on the ceiling, but I decided to put LED stripes around the puzzle, and I hope it will look like I imagine. Okay, the lights are now installed around the whole puzzle, and I think we are ready. Huh? Let's have a look if it works. We will see, okay? Ole! You're welcome to my new living room with the wildlife. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw now how I installed such beautiful and big puzzles. No? And okay, it's always a little problem if this puzzle neither is installed now 100% perfect. Unfortunately, I had to change something here on the door because the corner was not exactly so. It was a little sloping, and so I had later a problem by the door, and I had to cut later along the door the frame. The frame is not exactly 5 centimeters now on the door. Okay, I can live with this. No problem. I'm ready now. This is my way. I don't say that this is the best way. I say also only this is my way. The straps, the self-adhesive tapes, lose their power after 2, 3 or 5 years, more or less, and so you have to press sometimes a little the pieces, that it looks again very lovely. But the first 2 years I don't have problems here. Come with this. No? With the life and the other wall it's the same. Life has just 5 years on the wall, and it looks still very good.